I got my first $500 social media management client through one LinkedIn post. And in the next 10 minutes, I'm going to show you how you can get such clients for yourself through different ways. So the first thing that we are going to talk about is step 1, which is strategic commenting. To give you an idea, LinkedIn is a platform that heavily relies on community building, and commenting is a huge part of it. Okay, so if you want to grow on LinkedIn, you have to focus on commenting, whether you are trying to get leads or build a community, grow followers, whatever your goal is, you have to comment and do it properly to get the right results. By commenting, I do not mean going to a post and writing great post or using AI to comment without even reading the post. Unfortunately, a lot of people are doing that, but it doesn't help in the long run. So first of all, you have to know who your target audience is. You are a social media manager like myself, then your target audience will have two kinds of people, if not more. One would be other social media managers, because you need to network with people in your industry and peers, and also other social media managers will have a lot of your target audience in their audience list. And second would be people you want to work with. These can be founders, these can be coaches, doctors, teachers, whoever you want to work with, all those people. So these two kinds of people will be your target audience as a social media manager. And now you have to go and comment on their posts. Whenever you comment on any post, you have to add value. For example, another social media manager, let's say, posts on LinkedIn that I am struggling with time management. I've been a social media manager for 6 months, but still time management is something I struggle with. And she or he shares their experience in that post. Now you can also talk about another struggle of yours, or maybe you are facing the same struggle, so you explain that a bit, and through this maybe you try to strike a conversation in the comments, take it to the DMs and network like this. Or maybe you are someone who has overcome this hurdle of time management. You have some tips to add, or there is some similar problem that you have overcome and you have tips related to that. You can add that. So what happens when you do that? Your credibility increases, and like I said, a lot of your target audience will also be present in that section checking the comments. So when they will see your comment, and if they feel that this person has sorted something, or maybe if they feel your and their vibes match, then they will reach out. The motive of commenting should always be to build relationships, whether that is with your peers, other social media managers, or with your target audience. And let me tell you, I have gotten leads and clients just by commenting on the posts of other social media managers. So I know this works. Now let's talk about your target audience, which is the kind of people you want to work with. Now let's say you are commenting on their posts. So here's the strategy you need to follow. Let's say they are posting maybe 3 times a week, 2 times a week, whatever the frequency is, but you follow them and you go and comment on every post, whichever resonates with you. Again, you add value, or you appreciate them, you share your knowledge, whatever you feel after reading that post, you share that, and you do it for 1 or 2 weeks straight. Once you are done with that, maybe you can then send them a message, or send them a connection request. You can just build relationships with them, or if you see that something is wrong with their profile, or you can help them with something specific, you can take that and add that to your connection request, or add it in the DMs and send it to them. Basically, not exactly pitch them, like not a cold or direct pitch, but just showcase that this is something that I see is going wrong. Is this something you would like to discuss? Something like that. But keep in mind that they should not be working with any other social media manager if everything is going well on their profile, and if you think that they will not need your help, then this is not something you should spend your time in, because it will be a waste of time. So you need to observe the profile and make sure that they are someone who is interested to grow on LinkedIn, or to be present on LinkedIn, and there has to be something valid that you can help them with. Then only try this approach. Also, when it comes to commenting, look for posts with certain keywords. So every day, let's say you pick out a time slot where you are commenting. So go on the search section of LinkedIn and look for some keywords, for example, struggling with social media or looking for a social media manager. You can search for these keywords, and whichever posts come up, you can go and comment there. If somebody, let's say, is discussing their problems regarding social media, then you can offer some advice, offer some tip in the comments, send them a connection request to take it forward, explain the tip even more in the DMs. That's how you build connections. Or if it is a post related to looking for social media manager, then you can reach out, send them an email, send them a DM, and through this you can generate leads. So that's how you use strategic commenting to get leads from LinkedIn. Now let's move on to the next step, which is content strategy. Now, if you want to get inbound leads, then you have to keep a few things in mind. First of all, your content needs to be strategic. You cannot just post anything and everything and expect people to reach out or expect to generate inbound leads through that. So the strategy is not something that is difficult. It is really simple. So use the problem solution proof formula, which means start with a problem, offer the solution, and then showcase some social proof related to it. For example, you can post something like this, that my client was posting 5 times a week. He was getting just 10 likes on his posts, but here's what I changed, and this is the kind of results that I got for this client. That can be the structure of your post. You can also add screenshots of results in the photos. These kind of posts showcase your credibility and that you have actually brought results for your clients. And whenever I have posted anything like this, I have received many inbound inquiries. But only posting this kind of content doesn't work. So if you want to do something like this, you can post such content maybe once or twice a week. And along with this, you can post some other kind of content. For example, you can talk about some common mistakes that you see your target audience making very often, and make sure the post triggers them. Then only they will read it and they will feel something, and they will feel that yes, I need to change it, and that is when they will reach out to you. Next, you can share some quick tips that they can start implementing immediately and see some kind of results themselves. Then they'll know that whatever this person is sharing is valid, and if I want more help, then I can reach out and work with this person. Next, you can share behind the scenes of your process, like how you work, maybe your onboarding process, how you onboard a client, or how you work with them, what is your workflow like. And through this, you can highlight your dedication, how dedicated you are, how systematic you are, how you make everything easy for your clients. Whichever or however many qualities you want to showcase, you can do that through these posts, so that again your target audience feels this is the kind of person I want to work with. They can make my life easy, they can also bring me results, and then they will eventually reach out. Along with this, you can also talk about industry insights or something that is trending and share very personal opinion on that. Not something that everyone is saying, but something that you are truly feeling. For example, everyone is posting personal photos on LinkedIn, but here is how I can help you grow on LinkedIn without posting personal photos. Or let's say LinkedIn is promoting video content, but here's why my clients are not bothered about it, because I help them grow on LinkedIn without depending on video content. So here you are showcasing your approach, your opinion, how you are basically differentiating yourself, also while making it easy for your clients. So that is the kind of content strategy that you need to follow to get leads. And now we'll move on to the next part, which is cold DMs. A lot of people do not believe in the power of cold DMs because they think that you should first build relationships, then only you can go ahead and DM them. That is a warm outreach approach, but here I'm talking about cold outreach because again this is something that works if done right. For this approach to work, you need to follow the research, relate, reason framework. So before you reach out to someone, you need to research about them. With research, I do not mean you have to do something extraordinary. Basically, go onto their LinkedIn profile, see if they are posting something. If they are, what is it that they are posting about? Let's take a scenario where you find out that they are scaling their company and they are now expanding in the European market. Now find out if that is something that you can relate with. So if this is the scenario, is it something you can relate with? Let's say if I have worked in the European market, or if I have helped any of my other clients expand into a different market or expand into the European market itself, then this is a very good point for me with which I can relate. And the next is reason. Now you have to give them a reason to respond to you. Now if I have to take this whole scenario and craft a cold DM around it, I can create a short DM. Hi, name of the prospect. I came across your recent post on LinkedIn where I saw that you are expanding into the European market. So congratulations on that. I am someone, or I am a social media manager who has helped clients expand into the European market or scale their company into international markets, and I can help you do the same. Let's discuss. So something like that you can do and send this out to them. If they are looking for such kind of help, they will feel intrigued to respond to you. Let's say sometimes what happens is they already have a marketing team and maybe they may not decide to work with you, but they will take your help as a consultant, and you can then advise them on what their marketing team needs to do. But sometimes a lot of startups do not have that kind of a marketing team, or maybe it's not that strong. A lot of times they take outside help in those kind of cases. This is great because they can work with you on the entire project. I have used cold DMs a lot of times throughout my journey when I had just started using LinkedIn. In between, even now I sometimes cold DM, and they have converted. I have gotten a lot of clients through this. So do not have this misconception in mind that cold DMs don't work. They do. Okay, now along with all these three things, I want to talk about some bonus tips, or I want to talk about some mistakes a lot of people do, which is not observing enough. When you are going through the cold DM approach, then you really need to do your research, and just sending generic messages may not work, right? The next mistake that I see so often is giving up too early. Again, a few people try some of these for maybe a week. They see that they are not getting any results and they give up on it. That again is a very wrong approach. A lot of these things take time, and the kind of results you get depends or varies from person to person, profile to profile. So you cannot just do it for a few days and think that it's not working for me and give up. You have to be consistent with your efforts. The third thing is you cannot neglect your own personal brand throughout this. In this video, I'm specifically talking about social media managers, but even if you are a content writer, a copywriter, having a strong presence will really make a lot of difference, because when people see that this person has a strong personal brand or a strong presence on LinkedIn, then they feel intrigued to respond to your cold DMs. They feel intrigued to reach out from the content strategy that you have used, and they even feel intrigued to check your comments or to come to your profile from your comments. So that is how a strong personal brand can help you get better results from all of these steps. So while you are working on these things, also make sure your profile is well optimized. Make sure you are consistent with everything that you are doing. You are connecting with the right people consistently. You are posting content consistently. Along with helping your clients manage their social media accounts, you are also managing your own social media account like a pro. And if you want to learn how to optimize your LinkedIn profile the right way, what are the ways with which you can grow on LinkedIn, go and check out this video next. And if this video was useful, don't forget to subscribe to this channel. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.